Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. Modern Horizons 2 just came out, and Merfolk got massive upgrades thanks to stuff like Svyelun, Svyelun of Sea and Sky. This card is amazing in the Merfolk deck. Has definitely pushed the power level to degrees we have never seen before. I think this is the best card in the deck now. It's better than any other card I've ever seen in the Merfolk deck. Great on defense, great on offense, and gets tons of value. You want to see Merfolk's journey in this new modern metagame? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into our deck tech, we are going to thank our sponsors, FusionGamingOnline.com. I pre-ordered all these cards from Fusion Gaming Online. Merfolk is getting really popular. Price of Lord of Atlantis is going up, so I had to scoop up my Merfolk cards, Tideshaper, Rishadan Dockhand, and Svyelun of Sea and Sky. You can support the channel using my Fusion Gaming Online coupon code Nikachu. Supports the channel and gets you 5% off all your purchases. And we're going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. And if you don't know what deck to commit to, because there are so many new variations and new archetypes being built right now, you're going to want to rent them with Mana Traders. So you can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 15% off your first 2 months using coupon code Nikachu. Okay, so here's the deal. I have play tested a little bit offhand. I've also I've been watching some streams, and I've been paying attention to the results. Let's talk about the good news and the bad news. The good news is Merfolk is getting a lot of 5-0s, a lot of good results for Merfolk right out of the gates. That's good. Bad news is that they're not getting the 5-0s against the hardest matchups in Modern. Like, if I were to bring up, like, the best decks, at least from the prior metagame, we're talking, like, Izzet Prowess, Amulet, Eldrazi Tron, Heliod Company. Like, I'm not seeing people facing a large quantity of these decks when they go 5-0. Maybe they play against it once, but mostly they're playing against everything else. And maybe the top decks are not super popular right now because everyone wants to test something else. So there's like domain decks. There's like this Hollow One Vengevine deck with Asmorano in it, which might be one of the decks to beat. It's a very dangerous deck. We know that Yawgmoth got an upgrade with Grist, so there's Yawgmoth decks out there. So deal is, looks good right now, but I don't know if the decks are built to beat the best decks in Modern, is what I'm saying. So let's go over what I know is really good in Modern right now. Right now I know Svyelun is very good. This is a snap include, get your 4 copies, easily one of the best cards. I think it's just the best Merfolk that we have now in the Merfolk deck. Hands down. I have no problems playing 4 copies of this. If you have 2 copies in your hand, not a problem. Because if they somehow kill Svyelun, Fatal Push, whatever, Path to Exile, Skyclave Apparition, you got the backup Svyelun, which is going to be really, really good. And then if they don't kill it, great. Then it just draws cards every turn, and it's really, really good value. Tideshaper is everything that we wanted to replace Spreading Seas. This is a Spreading Seas on a body. If they kill it, fantastic, because that removal didn't hit my Lord of Atlantis, my Master of the Pearl Trident, Reejerey, Svyelun, or Master of Waves. And the fact that it's a 1-drop means that we can curve out on turn 1 or play it with Vial on Vial on 1. It's everything we could possibly want in a Merfolk. Loving Tideshaper. Rishadan Dockhand. This card is actually turning out to be garbage. It's really awkward. And I will say, I have not played with this card in the matchups where I think I'd want it, which would be Tron, Eldrazi Tron, Amulet. But for the most part, it's just like a 1/2 creature with Island Walk. Like, that's all that this really is. Because by the time that you want to tap things down with Rishadan Dockhand, it's like a really irrelevant point of the game, because your opponent usually, on average, is pretty mana efficient. So this could be like a complete dud. So far, it sounds like from not only my play testing, but the play testing of other players, Rishadan Dockhand is just not good. I will play test it for the sake of science, more science, to show people what it's going to be like, but I do not expect that this card is going to stand the test of time. But again, if it can help me against Amulet, that would be a big winner. If it can help me against Tron, that would be a big winner. If it can help me against Eldrazi Tron, that would be a big winner. But it's not clear that it's going to do that. Maybe it can help me versus Heliod Company, because I can like tap down the Utopia Sprawl land. But so far, this one's very sketchy. Okay, I'm playing without Merfolk Trickster. Maybe this is a mistake, because I do think Merfolk Trickster will combo really well with Svyelun. But fact of the matter is, I think I have a better chance of beating Is It Prowess. I think I have a better chance of beating Burn, the Hollow One, Vengevine deck, and just a variety of other decks with Master of Waves. So I'm playing Master of Waves instead of Trickster. Could be wrong. Maybe I should be playing Trickster in this list. But I think going Svyelun into Master of Waves is really good. Master of Waves still isn't great in all the matchups. Maybe I should only have 2 in here. I do want 4 in my 75 because I think the metagame is still pretty hostile. So I still want Master of Waves. I still want a lot of Master of Waves. I have confidence in this card, but it's just not good in every matchup. But I'm hoping it's going to be what I need in the decks, against the decks that are the absolute most toughest, the hardest decks in Modern. Going into the sideboard, we have Counterspell. Just a note about Counterspell. Maybe Counterspell hurt Merfolk in a way. Listen up. Prior to Counterspell, we played Deprive. And we were the only deck that could play it. Nobody else could play Deprive. Only Merfolk. But now that there's Counterspell, now all the blue decks have access to a Counterspell. And our advantage isn't so special anymore. Anyway, something to think about. Something to think about. So I spoke very harshly about Suspend. If there is a deck that could use Suspend, it would be Merfolk. Because maybe I'm underestimating the ability to suspend my own creature in response to removal. I still think this is going to be crap. I don't have a lot of confidence, but fact of the matter is I am struggling to find some card that can deal with any creature. Like, I want something that can answer a Primeval Titan, a Dryad of the Elysian Grove, but the problem is I have to win in the next 2 turns or I'm going to lose when the card comes back. So let's see what happens. Can Merfolk beat a Titan deck in 2 turns after they play a Primeval Titan? We're just going to have to wait and find out. I have the extra Master of Waves in here. So Cursed Totem might actually be really good right now. It does deal with the Heliod Company deck. It deals with the Yawgmoth deck, which is skyrocketing in playability. They've got really good. What's it called? They got some good upgrades with Grist. So Cursed Totem might be might be well positioned right now. Anyway, I like this really hard, powerful answer in the sideboard, so I'm going to play 2. This just came out in Modern Horizons 2. What else? It also hits the Azmorano Hollow One Vengevine deck because Azmorano's ability of sacrificing 2 food tokens to deal 6 damage to a creature gets shut off. And by the way, Azmorano can't touch Master of Waves, which is really important. I've got some Graveyard Hate for the... This is for Living End. This is for the Vengevine and Living... this is... Grafdigger's Cage is for the Hollow Vine deck. Tidebinder Mage for Is It Prowess, Hollow Vine, assortment of other decks. And I think that's it. Oh, one more thing. We got Minamo in here, so we can untap our Svyelun. Yeah, Hardened Scales might come back as well. Mathematics says, Merfolk Joe streamed a league and got a 4-1. Suspend did some work, but in most situations, it just as easily could have been Dismember or Vapor Snag. My deal is I really want to answer a Primeval Titan. Like, when I was playing with Path to Exile, that really made a difference. Like, if my opponent plays Primeval Titan, I Path to Exile it and I win, that's awesome. So I was considering maybe, what's it called? Instead of Suspend, Pongify or Rapid Hybridization. But then those are really bad against, like, Is It Prowess, Death Shadow, all the rest of them. Not main deck. I'm not going to main deck Counterspell. I'm going to main deck Force Negation. The way this deck is built, I'm tapping out too much. Hey, Willie Hall. All right, let's get into our Modern League. And we won the die roll. And this hand is fine. We got our Svyelun. Svyelun! Is that an extra Sunday coffee and MTG? Not exactly. Okay, our opponent has mulliganed. I mean, one good thing... We always have something to do on turn 1, which is beautiful. We might be up against the Hollow Vine deck. Turns out I undercalculated how much I was pressing the other day. Oh, this is for Willie Hall. As Morano. Okay. Look at that. Look how easy that is to turn on. You have... Well, Nikachu was banned at one point, so now we've got... You can just... Maybe this will get Street Wraith banned. Probably not. They'll probably just ban this card. Alright, Silver Gilladept. You sort of got to show me some goods here. Uh-oh. I need land. They're getting the cookbook. How does the god work out? Amazingly. You play it, you draw cards, you laugh at the opponent. Sure. What is this? Oh, you want to attack for 4? Yeah, that's fair. I have a feeling this is just going to eat my creatures alive, so I'm just going to get rid of it. I need a land, please. Jeebus! Okay, we're going to have to try to tie up our opponent's mana, I guess. Okay, let's see your thing. Port, go, go! Asmarano is some serious bullshit? Maybe. Fun fact, Asmo was named after Mark Rosewater's cat that walked over his keyboard during... Oh, that is... I love the lore. I love the origin of that lore. Well, you know, this might help here. I mean, Goblin lore is a sorcery, and our opponent has no red mana available, so maybe Rishadan Dockhand is going to do something. See, maybe I don't even want to do anything. Let's continuously attack, and then shut off our opponent's red source. I'm sort of concerned what they're going to do with it. Because they didn't do anything last turn, so that means they need red mana. Maybe Rishadan Dockhand is earning its keep. I'm still sort of getting raced here, though. Still no mana. Can I get a 2-drop? Or if I can get another land, that would be nice. This is bullshit. Okay. Well, we're going to have a decent turn next turn. Go, Port, go. Parasolki says, so there is that crazy porn where the guy saves the chick, John Wick style, and when she asks who he is, he replies, I am the cook. Someone should edit Asmarano onto that video. I am not familiar with this one. We might violate a bunch of stuff soon. How crazy of a turn can we have next turn? What do we want? We want a 1-drop, I think, because if I have a 1-drop, I could probably do something nuts. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. Anyway, we have a bunch of 3-drops in our hand. So, we're going to empty some of them. I think I still want a single land here. God damn it. Okay. How do we do this? I think we have to start with the Ether Vial Regery. Then we Vial in. Then we cast, I don't know, a Svyelun. Untap. No, how do we do this? I really love to have like a few land, like at least one land to untap with Rishadan Dockhand. I could alternatively. This is the this is a very awkward. Well, this is an awkward hand. Our opponent also has an awkward hand. They're not doing anything because they need this mana for Burning Inquiry or something. They have no ability to do anything crazy. I have to lock down that land next turn. I mean, I could attack with everything, see if they block, and if they block, it's too bad if they're not at 6 or something. Oh, it's so close. I could also play cast But I think if that's complicated. I mean, I guess the best thing might be Violin, Regery, play Svyelun, untap land, then we can at least block this stupid thing. Okay, let's see if we can get our opponent to... Oh, hold on, I can't attack with Rishadan Dockhand. Okay, my opponent might have fell asleep because we had a really long think about this. I think in the end, I'm going to be attacking with Silvergill Adept. What's keeping me from blocking with Indestructible Svyelun? Nothing. I will block with Indestructible Svyelun. But the point is, I want to lock down this land. I was hoping to empty my hand somehow, and I just can't. It's just a bunch of 3-drops. Oh! Crystal Regan found a winning line. Yeah, I could Violin Regery tap the Noble Hierarch. That would definitely win. Oh, that was a very nice line. Whatever. Let's hope we don't die. Yeah, new lethal alert. It's okay. All right. Let's see what happens if they find their land, because it still might not be enough. Like, we've got a decent board here. Oh, they found their land. Okay, do we get punished? Do we get punished? They have to have an amazing hand, too. What the hell? They just went to get a green source? Bizarre Trade Mage enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards, then discard 3 cards. As long as your stuff doesn't have haste, I don't care. Which it might. Okay, Basking Root Walla. Feasting. I saw this as a new card. When it enters the battlefield, you may cast it from your hand, sacrifice 3 free tokens, return it from the graveyard to the battlefield, activate only during your turn. So it has Vigilance Trample. When Feasting Troll enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, create 3 tokens. I bet it can come back from the graveyard. Okay. So this is going to get Madness into play. That's fine. So is that it? Do I live? This is not impressive. Merfolk can defeat this. Okay, we can tap 2 things down and just win. I know this is results-based thinking. Well, maybe it's not. Like, maybe this was... you know, it's hard to use this card. It's a pretty skill-intensive card. In this case, I mean, it's good against a deck that's trying to go explosive at sorcery speed. So I will play another Lord here. Untap 2 lands. Play the Silvergill Adapt. Tap down 3 of their creatures and then kill them. Okay, they saw enough. Saw the writing on the wall. Okay, what do we want in this matchup? Graveyard Hate. I might want... Okay, I don't know if I want Curse Totem. I'm assuming I want Curse Totem, but I'm not sure. I definitely want Master of Waves. I definitely want Tidebinder Mage. I don't think I want Suspend. I don't think I want Rishadan Dockhand, but maybe I'm wrong. This deck is also playing the stupid Bizarre thing. I probably want Relic. Okay, what do I not want? They may not have many ints. Like, maybe they're just... If they're playing Bizarre Trade Mage, maybe Force Negation's not that great. Although, I killed that stupid... I countered the Underworld thing. That was everything in that game. If they pulled off that Underworld card, I'd be dead. Okay, let's get rid of Dockhand. I think we might have got lucky in that game. Silvergill Adapter, are you going to be good or are you going to be useless? I don't know what to take out. Honestly, don't know. Maybe I'm overrating Tidebinder. Well, Tidebinder Mage protects me from getting my ass handed to me very early on in the game. How about we take out some Silvergill Adapts on the draw? I just want to curve out. Play Lords and win. Trickster seems great in the meta. I've got 4 Trickster with 4 main. I'm not in love with Trickster because I think it's useless against the hardest matchups. This is actually not good. I can't curve out with this hand because I have just a bunch of double blue cards, so I have to mulligan. This hand is fine. So I'll get rid of 1 Svyelun. We go turn 1 Glasspool, turn 2 Tidebinder something, and hopefully we can curve out. The Underworld Cookbook. You don't even need Asmorano. You think Master of Waves is a little slow here? I think Master of Waves is exactly what you want again in this sort of matchup. Oh, so this is supposed to come out of nowhere? You can't. So we're gonna save this thing for when this thing comes out. It's gonna be a real awakener. We just have to make sure Asmorano doesn't come out. Sacrifice and return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Not particularly useful. Ha! Making your stuff fly, do you? This is gonna be great. I own 400 Tidebinder Mages. Tidebinder Mage, it's your time to shine. Look at this combo just to get this thing in play, and we're gonna lock it down with a tiny 2/2 bear. And it's not even like you can even bring it back from the graveyard or anything. Sure. I don't care. Oh, actually I do. It has flying, so that's a bit awkward. Boop! I guess I do nothing. I do have Island Walk, though. Champion of Wits. You may draw cards equal to its power. Sure. You do discard some cards. Looking for some value. Yeah, Blazing Rootwalla. So all I need, I just need to cast my Master of Waves, and I feel like that'll just stable. Well, I guess it doesn't technically stabilize the board, but I can at least threaten like some pretty good offense in the next few turns. You're a turn 1 flyer. You are not a 2-1 flyer. Internalize for 5. That's a lot. I think, like, I can probably just attack with both. If they double block here, I don't think that's great for them. They would take 4. They attack me for 5 in the air. Then I can follow that up with, like... Or hold on, what if I attack for 4 here? What can I attack for next turn? I attack for 4. Next turn I can attack for 4, 8, 13. We're a little short. Why is everything flying? Because they've got a wonder in the graveyard. I wonder why they can fly. If I attack for 7, I can threaten lethal next turn. Okay, I'm going to attack. Because if I only attack with Tidebinder Mage, I'm probably going to lose. So I got to put myself in a position to win the game. Tuxtev with the huge raid of 4 people. Thank you very much, Tuxtev. Let's see, they didn't block. Ha! Okay, so what are we going to get hit? We're not really going to get murdered in the air. And they can make 1 food token go up to 16 life. Good morning, Tuxtev. How are you finding the new Merfolk cards? Okay, so they're at 16 life. I'm attacking for 5, 8, 13 damage. Damn, we still don't have enough. And they can block with Noble Hierarch. Okay, that's interesting because we can exile the Wonder now. That is very interesting. That is interesting. I'm still like short on land though. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I have a lot less land than I would like. Okay, so let's start with, show them a Svyelun or something. Another Tidebinder Mage is like okay, but not the greatest. I don't need to block Hollow One. Like, I can let 1 thing through. I should attack, though, because our opponent's going to keep making food. Hopefully they don't have removal in hand. It's so funny how that Wonder actually was doing something. They didn't even make a food. Do they think they're just winning here? Surprise! Are you gonna kill my lord? Shoot. Okay, hold on. How am I gonna do this? I could... Well, I can let one of these things through. What if they have bolt? I could let this thing through. What if this thing dies? Wouldn't be casting the second Reacher have meant you could 2 the Noble and swing for lethal again? I didn't. Did I? Was it 4? No. Well, no. They had an Underworld Cookbook in play. So what they can do is tap, discard a card, and gain 3 life. They were at 16. They were effectively at 16. I don't know why they didn't make a. I'm sort of scared. Maybe they thought they were gonna win and they didn't make a food token. But I'm like I'm a little concerned that they've got like some good card, like real gas in their hand. Yeah, I can only pump once. So the concern is they kill the Master of the Pearl Trident. How much mana? You have 1, 2, 3. Maybe this is like a safe block. I guess if you have Bolt for this thing's gonna die no matter what. Hold on, but if you have Bolt, you can't. Actually, you only have 1 red mana for Bolt. So either Bolt the Tidebinder Mage or you don't. You're at 10. These things would die. But I can block. No, I can't. No, I have a Tidebinder Mage for this thing. Okay, this will be. Screw it. Let's just block with everything. Fuck it. I don't care. Okay, they just resign. We won the match. It was simple as making those blocks. Undefeated. Undefeated. Against a lot of new cards. A lot of new cards. And Dockhand actually did something. Dockhand probably single-handedly helped us win the first game. This hand is fine. I'm going to keep this. I'm actually not going to do anything on turn 1 because I have nothing to do on turn 2, and I'd rather just try to nail... I'd either save this as Force and Negation food or play this as a 2-drop next turn. How's the Rishadan Merfolk feel? Terrible. It did really good in that last match, but it's a very awkward card for the most part. Well, that sucks. Well, I could play this and save the Tide Shaper. I could save it as like Force Negation food. So Dockhand's going to be replaced? Probably by something. Fetch. So we're up against Jund. Classic Jund. This is where Svyelun is going to come into big. It's going to come in big. Dockhand is just clunky, and it rarely mana screws anyone. We were really lucky that it was mana screwing our opponent in round 1, because apparently they needed to play 3 drops when they only had 3 men in play. Tuckstev, what's a Shay? Is it this? The Shaper? Another overgrown tomb. Oh, is this Enchantress? So the odds of me attacking with Mutavault next turn are zilch. So I'll just play this and pass. Ugh. No, it can't be Enchantress. It could be Enchantress. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm up against right now. 5-color Niv Mizzet? But you know what? I don't care. We've got our Svyelun. Svyelun! I didn't know it was pronounced Svyelun. I like it. I like this card so much more now that the name is great. My opponent says, I really wanted to play against you. I hope you're not streaming. Unfortunately, I am. Alright, Lotless Troll, I can't do anything about this card. Little does he know. Another Tide Shaper. I'm gonna nail a bunch of mana here. Well... So, Svyelun now has Island Walk. Another Tide Shaper. Might as well just play another one. I think I have lethal by next turn. 3, 6, 12. You have 12 damage. It is Ponza time. You got it. It's not easy to tell what's an island, though. It just sort of like the text is just faded away. Casual GC is like, I'm still torn between which artwork / Bordeaux I want to buy for Svyelun. So I found that I actually like this artwork on a card. I like the other artwork as like just the art, the full art one. What the hell's going on here? So Chromanticore, enchanted creature gets +1 +4 flat, but you don't have haste, which is important. But you can bestow for how much? It's a huge, huge amount of mana. Well, I fixed your mana giving you islands if that's what you needed. For 30k plus, you can have an oil painting of the other one. Money well spent. Uh, 4 damage to whatever. Okay, I can't do shit about this. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you got to pay the tax. Were you trying to kill? Oh yeah, you're trying to kill the Tide Shaper. No big deal. Yeah, well, Force Negation is a really fair card in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so this has what? It has double strike, first strike, flying, haste, lifelink, trample, vigilance. So it's going to gain 8 life. Do I need to block here? So if I block... This is 8. Yeah, I have to block here. Does this have hexproof? Flying, hexproof? Nothing, no. I do believe we're going to lose this miserably. Hey, Geek MTG. Thank you very much, Geek MTG. I don't know what to do. Except do nothing and die. This doesn't really help. Actually, I can't even take a damage off of my Waterlog Grove, so I'll just concede. This is conceding a little bit early because I could threaten, like, for example, Merfolk Trickster, even when I don't have it. Okay, so what do I want? I think I want Counterspell in this deck. I'll want... What do they have? Do they have anything they could bring back from the graveyard? I don't know. Okay, I'll put in Relic to keep the graveyard empty. Suspend actually looks quite good. Suspend actually looks like an amazing bomb in this matchup. I'll take out the Rishadan Dockhand as usual. I don't know if I love Force Negation. I'll bring in Counterspell. What happened with the Dismembers? This is all for science. I don't even want to play with Dockhand in this deck. I'm just playing with all the new cards in this set. I don't believe in Suspend. But if there's a deck that could use Suspend, it's probably Merfolk. And ideally, I just want to use it on my own creatures. I'm not even sure if Master of Waves is good here. What do they show me? Is Dockhand good to prevent them from hardcasting Chromanticore? I don't know. Like, you can't Fury this very well. Whatever. I'll just leave it as it is. And I might be wrong. Maybe I do want Force Negation. But it's hard. If they grow Grizzly Salvage on my turn, then I can't use it. This hand's great. This is great because I can hold up Counterspell with Aether Vial. Yeah, I do, and I think I'm just gonna be playing with this counter. This will be my Counterspell art. I do like the Mystical Archive one, but what can I say? I just love this one. It's a really good one. It's too good. And it matches my islands. Oh, that's not good. Counterspell is a hell of a lot weaker when they know about it. They might even take Silvergill Adept if they have another Thoughtseize in their hand. I'll show them something they know. That's not bad. That's not bad. See what they do with their mana. That's not bad. Okay. I'll play this next turn. I'll probably hit the greens. No, I guess it doesn't matter what I hit. This is fine. Or do I want to play around Fury? I can play around Fury, right? Okay, let's just put a bunch of stuff here. The deck feels okay so far. It's situations like this that I do wish that I had, what's it called? I do wish I had... What's the card? Trickster? Yeah, here's Fury, so you're just going to kill off one of these creatures. So that's not too bad. A 2-for-1 just to kill off 3 creatures, not too bad. Now they don't know what to kill, though. Okay, they're going to go for the Reedry. That's good, because that's not that necessary. it's the Island Walker that we need. So we're going to Vial... We're going to take the Vial up to 3. Oh, God. Well, now what do I do? Well, I'm just thinking, is there any way I can get screwed? Like they're gonna have doubles. Well, they have so few cards in their hand, so I guess it doesn't even matter. Well, that's got to be good news. Okay, we're just gonna make sure these things are unbelievably large. I'll just copy a Lord of Atlantis just in case we need the extra Island Walkers next turn. Oh, Mathematic, you had a great line. Yeah, you could dump. I could dump my hand. Yeah, put in. I didn't even think about the whole untap my Vial line. You're too smart, Mathematic. You're too smart. That stupid Fury. That is beyond annoying. This Force Negation looks so dead outside of hitting like a Grizzly Salvage. What is Soul Flare? Is it like double black? Soul Flare. It's got Delve. 6 mana with Delve. Getting them off double black is difficult. Or keeping them off. I'm going to submit this. This is not the most aggro hand, but I don't know. It's like it's sort of controlling. I'm gonna keep it. It's gonna be. This hand is gonna be very, very bad if my opponent has Thoughtseize, because this is really slow and they'll just know exactly what's up. Oh God. Okay, good. They didn't do anything. But I think this hand has the maximum chance of just blowing my opponent out later. Field top 5 cards. Put a creature card from among them into your hand. Put the rest in your graveyard. Okay. They got a really bad Gather the Pact. It was garbage. That was pretty shitty. For them. I really want another island. Okay, I'm going to just do nothing. And we're just going to counter things for a little while. They are a combo deck. Do you think suspending the bird is the correct play? Okay, I'm just going to use these cards. Uh-oh. Suspend works well with Mistcaller, I guess, but it's a 2-for-1. I guess it's okay. No, hold on, they cast it. They still cast it off Suspend. They play it without paying its mana cost. It's a creature that has haste. I think that is still considered as cast. You don't like having carroted in the yard? Okay, I'm in an awkward spot where I didn't draw any blue sources. Okay, hold on. Okay, what's the worst that can happen? They have a soul flare out? Whatever. Okay, not bad. Okay, let's start attacking. Okay, I made a mistake. I should have suspended this. Like, this is partially why I want to play with suspend, is to, like, protect my own stuff. Because now I'm, like, not really doing anything. But I don't know, we have a pretty good controlling board. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. But there was no, I see. So now there is a hexproof creature in the graveyard, so if they find the creature, we're doomed. If they find, so suspend is useless. So suspend is useless if they find the flare. Okay, what is the fastest way I can kill our opponent then? Okay, that was a mistake. I should just tap this. Oh, no, I did it because if I drew an island, I wanted to play it. Okay, whatever. Moving on. Moving on. You are completely correct, Tuxdev. Adios. Maybe this is not the best use of this. I probably didn't need to attack for 2 that turn. I put a Samet in the graveyard. Oh, well, it's delicious. I should attack with the Mutavault this turn. Okay. Okay, let's get going here. Let's get going. Even if they get the Soul Flare out this turn, it would not be the end of the world. Yeah, finally some good effing food. Definitely not, but what do you want to do? Choose one or more -2/-2. Reveal my hand. Take something. You're going to drain and gain me. I will definitely suspend this. Or do I? I could just let it die, and then they take either suspend or the counter spell. They'll take the counter spell. Oh, no, hold on, but if I suspend this, I'm going to get the thing anyway. Let's do it now. Alright. The Master Waves will have haste in 2 turns. Oh, that is actually very good right now. This is very, very good. Tide Shaver, because they only have a single blackout. Alright, so now they actually need a mana source to even cast their flare. Stop tapping. Mana. Oh, did they just draw the flare? I think they just drew the flare. They just drew the flare. Yes, please cast this thing. Sweet. JK Torborg resubscribing to tier 1 again for 6 months. Hey, Nikachu. Wow, 6 months. I know, I can't believe it either. Okay, let's crack in with everything except the Tide Shaper. And maybe the Master of Waves. All of a sudden, I'm not actually attacking with a lot of stuff. How did you suspend Master? I played Suspend on it. It wasn't too bad. Okay, so we're going to win next turn. Yeah, I think we got it in the bag. Unless our opponent plays like a sweeper of some sort. All right, here we go. Here we go. Is there a life linker? Double strike, vigilance, haste. That's not a big deal. Okay, here it is. So you have not a big deal. And they have no cards in hand. I think that's it. That's GG. Can I block? I don't want to block. So here's the key. The secret is not attacking with Master of Waves. That's the secret. Because that's first. They'll kill a Master of Waves and they'll get smaller. Okay. It's over. Well, we can thank Counterspell. I mean, look at all these counterspells in our graveyard. So many counterspells in the graveyard. Unbelievable. All right, we won the match. And without Trickster. And because a Master of Waves. Counterspell was the MVP in that matchup. Suspend actually saved our ass. Suspend saved our ass. Maybe this card has to be looked at more as a card to protect our creatures than to interact with my opponents. I think on offense, the card is nonsense. Complete nonsense. But on defense, I made mention that I might be underrating its ability on defense. And the only reason I'm playing Suspend is because I don't think there's enough ensnaring bridges in the metagame right now, because otherwise I do want to play with Brazen Borrower or something that can deal with artifacts. Yeah, we're 2-0 so far. Thank you very much, Delise here. We won the die roll again, so we're getting really lucky with the die rolls. This hand is not really that impressive. I'm going to keep it anyway. Turn to Silvergale, adapt into... Well, I mean, Svyelun is too good to, like, pass up. How has Dockhand been working? It did help us beat one opponent, but they were choked on mana. So take it for what it's worth. Like from what I've been seeing from other people and from my other playtesting, it's not that great. Is there anything in the 75 that deals with the Resolve Bridge? Absolutely nothing. If our opponent plays a bridge, we're dead. Could be a Pox deck. Well, if it's Pox... Oh, we got another Svyelun! Svyelun! We're gonna get Svyluns for days. Okay, so if there's a... Okay, we're up against a Titan deck. So if there's a match, I want that Dockhand. It is this one. I want a Dockhand. Where's my damn Dockhands? Send me Dockhand. Okay, so we're probably going to see like a Dryad of the Elysian Grove into like a Primeval Titan soon. Just bought Minamo. Luckily, the foils got cheap. Yeah, they did. Well, it got cheap because they reprinted it in like the list. Not much I can do with this hand, really. Yeah, I guess I'll play Mutavault. We'll attack for as much as we can. Luckily, our opponent is doing absolutely fuck all, so that's to our advantage. Look at that beefy 4/5 creature. That's some serious damage. So next turn we can play Glasspool, copy, Master of the Pearl Trident, and a Kraken for a ton. And they resigned. Wow, that feels like playing against Amulet Titan from 2015, where sometimes they just play lands and then die. Why Oboro? Because I can filter Mutavault mana, and I can randomly bounce it to my hand to a discard spell. Okay, so I'm not going to bring in... I sort of want to bring in Cursed Totem to interact with Reclaimer, but then that would turn off my Dockhand, so that's not good. I'll bring in Tidebinder Mage. This is not a matchup for Master of Waves because they'll play with Valakut. I'll actually bring in some Suspends. I don't actually think this is a Svyelun matchup because they'll play Skyclave Apparition. Actually, no, I'm going to bring it anyway. I mean, if it's not contested, then it'll take over. And I will take out a Silvergill Adept. Not a fan of Silvergill Adept. This actually looks like a really good matchup for Dockhand and Tideshaper at the same time. I played versus Titan today. They had quadruple amulets. Yeah, they're playing with Urza's Saga to find amulets, so that sounds very dangerous. What else do you bring Totem in? Elves, Goblins, Hardened Scales, Yawgmoth, Heliod Company. The most important ones are Yawgmoth, Heliod Company, and to some extent Hardened Scales. And then randomly it hits Elves and Goblins. Could be really bad if you hit... Yeah, well, I only have one Oboro in the deck, so that's... It would be bad if I hit both my Oboros, but I protect myself by playing only one in the deck. Yeah, so the whole point of me playing Suspend in this deck is... Or I was thinking about playing Rapid Hybridization to deal with both Primeval Titan and the Dryad of the Elysian Grove, but they're like really awkward versus Death Shadow. But so is Dismember. Dismember's really awkward versus Death Shadow. All right, let's keep. This is a little more clunky than I want it to be, but Tidebinder Mage might be good if our opponent plays like a Reclaimer. They'll probably get to Reclaimer once, though. Yeah, Tideshaper kills the Urza Saga. It kills the Urza Saga because if a Saga has is at 0, it gets sacrificed. Or it loses the... What is it? How does it work? I can't remember how the rule works. Basically, it's still a Saga, it loses all abilities, and it has to sacrifice itself. Oh, there's the amulet. All right. Which concerns me. This is not a Reclaim... Well, I mean, it's probably still is a Reclaimer deck. It's like Reclaimer and Amulet. So it's still big... One drop. Give me a one drop. Oh, give me an island. It's not what I wanted. Grazer. Well, the start sucks, though. Their start royally sucks. We'll just start by, like, Tidebindering down a Boreal Grazer. Well, they might have Primeval Titan by this turn, right? Because they could play a Karoo land, add a land, bounce it. Oh, no, but they can't play multiple lands. Is this where we can see to the Dryad? The Dryad of Groves? Yes. The Dryad of Groves. I think the most explosive we can go is play Regery and then follow it up with like Svyelun and a 2-drop. Ah, shit. Please have nothing. Good, they didn't tap it. And then bounce it back to their hand. Oh, that's great. I've never been so happy to see suspend. I'm gonna end up making like a video like I was wrong about suspend. My god, do I feel very good about this card. What is the best way? Like I sort of just want to hold this up just in case they play Primeval Titan, then I can like I guess exile this and then play Tidebinder Mage the following turn. Well, okay, what I could do is I could just play... I don't need to play 2 creatures, right? I could just play Svyelun, tap down Dryad, attack for 5, hold up Suspend. How much damage is that? That's 5 damage. They're at 12. And then I can deal 4, 9, 12 damage. Okay, so we'll do that. Interact or die. So, like, if they play Primeval Titan to get Valakuts, I can suspend the Dryad and then Tidebinder Mage the Primeval Titan. Yes, I can exile the Dryad in response to the Valakut triggers, and it will work. Oh, this is lame. I think I'm just going to let it resolve, though. I have a pretty good spot right now. And I could use the mana. And Svyelun will just take over the game anyway. I mean, they're top decking at this. They're top decking at the moment. They do got the mana though. They got the mana. Oh bullshit! This is different. No, we're keeping this one. This is too good. I hope I'm not too greedy there. But I mean, that was like partially my power. Sweet. Okay. Okay, let's just put a bunch of stuff on the battlefield and then win next turn. So my opponent has to top deck here. It will be really bad if they find Primeval Titan here, though. That would be so lucky. Summoner's Pact or Primeval Titan? Clean! What a clean match. Oh, did they have 5 mana? Oh, yeah, I guess they can't. Which means they should have kept their Karoo land in their hand, because that Karoo land could make, like, a bunch of mana with the Dryad out. And maybe they didn't have the option. Yeah, 5. They only have 5 mana. Maybe they just drew Primeval Titan. It was useless. Oops. Suspend sort of mattered. Like, maybe it technically didn't matter, but I liked what they gave me. Like, I liked having the option to interact with the Dryad. This version with Svyelun makes this so much more stronger. Like, just way more powerful. And maybe one thing I didn't anticipate is on turn 3, I can, like, suspend their creature. Let's say Dry to the Elysian Grove. On my turn, I can play Master of Waves, and I'm guaranteed that they're not going to interact with me until, like, the following turn. I get at least one Master of Waves attack. In that match, though, Dismember would have been equally good. The problem with Dismember is it does not interact with the Primeval Titan. When I was playing with blue-white Merfolk, it was incredible that I can Path to Exile the Primeval Titan, because that stabilized games pretty often. Like, it was so good that I had that option. But Dismember cannot... The problem with Dismember is if you draw multiples, all it can do is target Dryad. It cannot hit the Primeval Titan. So when I have a card that can interact with both, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for from now on. Do you think Svyelun's Ward and Unsettled Mariner's ability would be great? Honestly, I really don't like Unsettled Mariner. I'm off Unsettled Mariner. If I play Blue-White Merfolk again, I'm not going to play Unsettled Mariner. It's just really hit or miss. The opponent curves out, it doesn't matter. Slows them down a little bit, but it's not enough. Prowess will still kill you. Death Shadow will still kill you. Any deck with a lot of removal will still kill you. Is Titan without Dryad that worrisome? Without Dryad? Yes, it can. Absolutely. Primeval Titan can definitely... I mean, with an Amulet and Primeval Titan on the battlefield is easily can overrun you. We won the die roll. Hand is good. I'll keep it, and I'm just going to play Tideshaper as a 1-drop. Or... Okay, what are my options? I could also just play Glasspool Mimic and play Tideshaper on turn 2, Reedry turn 3, and then play Silver Galadept into Svyelun turn 4. Because this will slow... This might slow my opponent down by a turn. Or I go turn 1 Tideshaper, turn 2 Silver Galadept, turn 3 Reedry, and I can copy it with either Svyelun... Or sorry, copy it with Glasspool or play Svyelun. But I don't have the mana guaranteed for my third turn. I'm not... If I had more Lords in my hand, I might be more thrilled about playing Tideshaper as a 1-drop, but I don't. Because if I could go Tideshaper and then Master the Pearl Trident into something else, that'd be great. Crashing Footfalls. Okay, so... We're up against some deck that's going to use the blue mana. Alright, where is your Shardless Agent? Show me your Shardless Agent. Do you think Svyelun makes Coco more playable? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. It makes it more playable. I don't know if, in the end, it's where you want to go. If it's the type of deck you want to be playing. I don't know if this is right, but I'm going to play the Svyelun first. Oh, are you playing that bounce card? What's going on here? You can play Counterspell? Did I fix your mana for Counterspell? Do I have Chalice in my sideboard? I don't. Maybe Fire and Ice for this thing. You are correct! So Svyelun was a good choice, because they would have fired this. You fired. Okay, they have an island for Island Walk, so now I don't really care about the Crashing Footfalls as much. Here we go. Welcome, Shardless Agent, into Modern. Just don't find Ancestral Recall. They find Brazen Barber or another Crashing Footfalls. Okay, that could be problem. Now I'm hoping for, like, what, 2 creatures? Oh, that was perfect. I'm gonna race you. I'm gonna race you. I'm gonna race you. Another Svyelun. Oh, they can't. Yeah, they're not gonna have counterspell in a Shardless Agent deck. Yes, Crashing Footfalls is quite fine off of Cascade. It is a good card. I will just take all this damage. I'll go to 10. I can block one of these. I could block the Shardless Agent next turn. Now, please just concede. No, you don't want to concede? Not yet? Alright, not yet. Wow, it's one of those awkward, all the 3-drop hands. So are you going to play, like, Violent Outburst or something? Are you going to play Fire? What is going to happen here? You got to do something. Ice? No? Okay, hold on. They have Brazen Borrower in their deck. Okay, so you could bounce any one of these, but I could replay it. And I could chump block with Reedry. Unless you have 2 bounce spells. Because this is just going to come off Suspend. That's not a big deal. Well, whatever. Put you in a position to... Gonna force you to have it. Yeah, but you give me the draw. Okay, so hopefully we draw a 2-drop. We did not draw a 2-drop. I didn't draw shit. Alright, so if they have an answer for the Reedry, I'm dead. Well, they have to have a removal spell. They have to top deck a removal spell. Well, I mean, they could have fire, I guess. They could attack with 2 rhinos. I take 8 and they fire me. They might have bolts. I don't know. They could have anything. Am I allowed to block? Echoing Truth looks very good here. It's hard to make Echoing Truth playable, but it's good here. Oh, Aaron Miguel, thank you very much for subscribing with Prime. It's the best way to support the channel because it's free. Well, free. You've already paid for Prime. You might as well support the channel. Wow. Well, I was dead anyway, right? So this would hit me for 5. Sorry, for 2, 7, 10. Okay, that's not how I expected to lose the game, but whatever. Another Crashing Footfalls. Okay. Do we want counter spells? Absolutely. We also want Tidebinder Mage. We also want Master of Waves. I don't really want Suspend. I don't really want Rishadan. Okay, I definitely don't want... This might be a good matchup for Rishadan Dockhand. This might be a very good matchup for Dockhand. Because Dockhand can... Dockhand can definitely, like, tap down their mana. Oh, no, but it can get eaten up by their cards, too. Thinking. Suspend kills 1 Rhino. I don't know if it's that. Well, I'm bringing in Tidebinder Mage for that. I don't mind suspending in response to, say, like, Petty Theft, though. That would be okay. I think I should have at least one drop. Okay, I'll just leave it like this. I think I should have at least one drop so I can go like turn 1 drop, turn 2 Lord attack. Hand looks great. Cage does not stop Cascade. Never has, never will. Okay, so this is not too bad. Next turn I can play... If I don't draw a land, I can just play a Rishadan Dockhand, tap down a land. That'll be okay. Well, that sucks. Not in love with that. Now, in light of that happening, I guess I'm just going to just keep tapping out. No, okay, hold on. No, cancel. Let's cancel. Let's back up. Maybe this is the moment where I should slow my opponent down. And then if I have nothing to do, I play Master of the Pearl Trident. This is slow down time. And we'll hit the green source because we know that they play Crashing Footfalls and stuff like that. I don't... Well, I guess they could play Fire off of this. Oh, they are gonna... They played the Crashing Footfalls anyway. Alright, got a land, so maybe we hold up this charade. With the Dockhand. Violent Outburst? Okay. So they could just find, like, randomly anything here. Million cards. They found a Brazen Borrower. Oh, they found a Rhino. Oh, what the hell is this for? Land, please. Not a land. Okay, do I have a win here? I don't have anything even close. Rhinos are just 4/4 creatures with trample. Okay, I'm going to trust Dockhand is going to do something. I'm putting my trust in you, Dockhand. You better do something here. Which land do I take you off? I guess the white source? Fire and Ice and Stomp don't do anything, so I can let the red source stick. I have no idea. Oh, they probably use this for Cascade. I'll also hit the white source. No need to port anymore? You never know. They'll hit 5 mana, Cascade, and play Petty Theft on the same turn. Well, I guess they could Petty Theft in response. Who knows? Maybe Dockhand did something there. Dockhand. Who knows? Alright. Let's do this again. Where's my Chalice of the Voids? This hand is not very interactive, but holy crap, it's super powerful if we get these Master of Waves online, so I'll keep it. The white is for Teferi or failure to comply? Maybe? Tidebinder Mage is not too bad, because that can slow the game down. Yeah, the Giant didn't come out for turn 3. Yeah, I don't really want to waste my Tidebinder Mage here. Was this going to be a Braid? Tap target permanent. It's tapped. Oh, I can't tap it. I need another blue source. Damn it. Okay, it wasn't a waste, though. We had nothing to do with this land this turn anyway. But all I can ask for is to curve out and play Master of Waves and just hope that that wins. That's all I can hope for. I like Master. Master's helped us quite a bit in this league. Well, all be damned. It is Teferi. And Rishadan Dockhand will kill him. Ugh. Okay, I'll kill Teferi. This game might go on for quite a while, so I don't really... Do you want to play the Svyelun? Svyelun. I want to overload things like Petty Theft. And Stomp. They can't abrade? Why can't they abrade? Oh, Svyelun has... Well, no, Svyelun no, Svyelun does not have ward. Svyelun gives ward. What to do? What to do? I have a feeling this game... Like, the thing is, I don't want to play Tidebinder Mage right now, but I also don't want to play Svyelun, and then I don't really have much to do with my turn next turn. But maybe I will. Maybe I will have something to do with my turn next turn. Alright. It's awkward, though. I really want to play this Ether Vial again. Alright, so... It's probably one of the better results. I just hope they don't bounce my Svyelun. As long as they don't interact with Svyelun, I really don't care what they do. Like, I don't even care about this Footfalls. Excellent. So we'll play, like... we'll play Tidebinder Mage on one Rhino, attack with Svyelun. Hopefully draw a land out of all of it. Didn't draw a land. Now, do I play the Ether Vial? Like, this Ether Vial is so bad right now. I think I should just tap things down. Well, I should have attacked with this. I have natural Island Walk. Damn it. Well, Ether Vial might not be dead. Okay, I'm gonna play the Vial. Ether Vial might not be dead, because as we draw stuff, it might be good. And like I have a counterspell in my hand, so counterspell is a hell lot more useful when I can, like hold up mana. Okay, Gemstone Caverns. Tidebinder Mage still around. And also, if they bounce Tidebinder Mage, I can replay it with the Vial. This is just annoying. This is just annoying. Okay, I'll attack with... I'm actually going to attack with just Svyelun, draw a card, and I will port something on their next turn. Excellent. I draw a land. Beautiful. This is so weird. Okay, we're going for the long game, people. We're going for the long game. I want to kill my Tidebinder Mage. I don't really want that to happen, though. Okay, upkeep, tap something down, so... Well, I decrease the chances that they can play two things in one turn. Yeah, Svyelun is just amazing. It's just amazing. We just need some Island Walk right now. Or pump it up by, like, one more. Oh, their mana is getting really choked. This is the only red source on the board. That's fine. Surprised they didn't try to fire... Well, maybe they have another Fire and Ice in hand, and they're going to kill the Tidebinder Mage this turn? Or not? Because there was our opportunity. Oh, no, but they have to pay 3. Maybe keep up mana for a Boro? What for? Oh, so that they can't tap it? I guess that's a possibility. They're going to wipe the board somehow? Oh, Shardless Agent. Shouldn't you do that pre-combat? Or maybe it doesn't matter. Another Footfalls. Okay, that's not big. That's not that big of a deal because we do have the Master. Okay, how much damage is that? Because they could still go Petty Theft on our Master of Waves, but soon enough we'll get several Master of Waves in play. And then I don't even care. More Rhino boys. The boys are out. The boys are back. Okay, I'm just going to attack with Svyelun. I can take 14 damage. It might be lethal. Got a Mutavault. That's not beautiful. It's not terrible, I guess. Okay, please do not blow me out with Petty Theft. And I don't think I'm going to do anything with this Rishadan Dockhand. Because I might need to chump block something. Hold on, so this is 12. This is going to be... That's 15 damage. So I could chump block a Shardless Agent. And follow this up with... Yeah, maybe that works. Okay, I'll still tap something down on their turn. Screw your red mana. Okay, it's Fairy. Not the end of the world. Not in love with this. Because now I have to block the Shardless... No, I don't have to block Shardless Agent. I could just take all the damage. Is there a chance I can kill you? You're at 14 life. If I draw like a Lord, do I win? I think if we draw a Lord, we win. Because I have a Meridri in hand. This is 4, 7, 10, 12 damage. I will keep this on 2, I think. That is a very good draw. Because now I can play Master of Waves, get a million tokens. But I need to soak up the damage. How's this gonna work? What I was thinking is that if I drew, say, Master of the Pearl Trident or Lord of Atlantis, Oh, I guess I could just vial it and play. Yeah, vial this and play the... or no, hold on. The other idea was play Reedry, but attack with Svyelun, and then activate Aether Vial and put a Lord of Atlantis or Master of the Pearl Trident into play. Maybe that line was a bit fancy. So I think we're going to have to be on defense a little bit. I have almost lethal, but I don't have lethal. Yeah, I got it. Well, I'll kill Teferi. That's not a problem. Do I have enough to survive? Maybe I don't. How badly did I F myself here? Am I just in a position where now I have to, like, try to go for the win here? Because you know what? Now if I attack with Ul and draw a Lord... Now we're down to Rajiri and another turn behind for double Master of Waves. Well, I think it comes down to, like, am I going to win this turn or not? How many tokens do I get? I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tokens. It's not enough. Because I can chump block. I guess Svyelun can chump block 1. And then 6 tokens. 4 of them can eat up a Rhino. Tidebarn Mage and Rishadan Dockhand can eat up another thing. And I'm still 2 damage still squeaking through. And I still need to kill this stupid Teferi. Three, 7, 10, 12 damage if I attack with everything. Huh? Reader is not lethal. I only have 12 damage. 3, 7, 10. I don't get 7 tokens. Well, it's not real. Well, it's like a pseudo control deck, you know? Yeah, I should have just ticked up the vial. This was just stupid. Okay, hold on. Can I attack with Svyelun, then untap it? Maybe draw a card? Or what are my... Okay, what are my options here? Okay, are we just going for it? Are we just going for it? Well, let's just go for it. Alright, time to YOLO, people! The heart of the cards. The heart! Svyelun, are you going to be here for us? You're going to be here for us, Svyelun. Ah! Another 3-drop. Okay, whatever. I'll concede. Did we lose this match? Yeah, we lost the match. Damn! Close, but no donut. That was probably ours. It was probably ours. If I just tick up this stupid thing. I play Reedry with 1 extra devotion in play. I play Master of Waves. But we don't have another land, so I mean if they still like play Brazen Bar or another Teferi, we're doomed. No, I was short too much damage with Master of Waves. They have trample. Those rhinos have trample. Oh, we could leave up Mutavault. We could also leave up maybe Counterspell. No, yeah, we could leave up Mutavault. We got really lucky with the die rolls in this league. I will definitely keep this. The hidden winner in this league is like Dockhand. Oh, by the way, I might have screwed up that last match because there was a few turns I could have attacked with Dockhand because it just has Island Walk and I had no intention of blocking. Well, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it didn't matter. I did tap down some lands with Dockhand. I guess I'll just keep the stop at the upkeep. Because if they were at 12, I could win if I have just one Lord. But maybe they would attack differently because they know one Lord kills them. Another thing I could have done is maybe I shouldn't have played Svyelun when I did. I should just play Ether Vial immediately because my hand was just so clunky. Well, it became more clunky over time. Is this Storm? We're up against Storm? It's been a while. Hopefully Svyelun is going to be great against Storm. 2 cards on top? Alright. I'm going to tap this land down. You want to say it's through the breach? That's possible too. I drew a Silvergill Adept. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to tap down their damn land. We got to play test this card. And you know what? I feel like it's doing something. I feel like this thing is doing something. If it's Storm, I sort of like this line because now they can't play Baral this turn. They have to play it next turn. Could it be Prowess? I don't think so. I don't think they play Serum Visions. I get maybe some copies do. We commit their land. Maybe this is through the... I can't... I have no idea what this is. Still don't know. It's not too bad. I mean, they did get to use their mana, but they didn't get to use it the way they wanted it to. I don't think they wanted to use their opt like that. The Exarch combo? Maybe. Maybe it could be the Kiki combo. Which I think Svyelun will be very good against. And also Counterspell. You know how the challenges on the weekend went? Well, one is still going on. I heard something that there was an affinity, but it was Legacy. An affinity deck won in Legacy. Using the Thought Monitor. The affinity card, it was like a thought. It's like a thought cast on a creature. Alright, just don't do anything to this creature and I'll be very happy. Don't do anything to my Svyelun, my beautiful Svyelun. Okay. They're going for it, whatever it is. They're going for it. Oh no! Okay, it is. Okay, this is definitely Storm. Okay, I'll let them sort of combo off this turn. I just hope I can catch the one card that matters. Storm is going high. Do you have a payoff, or you're just hoping to draw into one? Still have a lot of cards in hand, so I am concerned. They could, like, grape shot the Svyelun to death. Storm is high enough. I think that's what our opponent's thinking about. How to use the grape shot. Okay, bye-bye, Svyelun. It was nice knowing you. Oh, they gotta pay the ward, though. Or at least on Dockhand. I guess they have enough. They'll pay the one on the Dockhand. And no, they have to pay twice on Dockhand, so Dockhand might live. Svyelun will not. Oh, do I have to click this? I think I have to wait for my opponent's triggers to resolve. Because if they want to target Dockhand twice, they have to pay twice, but it's not going to work. So Dockhand lives. Everything goes... Svyelun probably goes to the dumpster. Damn it, you're not so indestructible right now. I need like a mana open for the Mutavault. Well, that island is convenient. I don't mind. Master Waves is nice too. Is there any motive to tapping down the red mana? Can they combo on their turn? I feel like you should have used Dockhand and played a Lord or Silvergill Adept. What the hell are you talking about? Anyway, I think we're gonna tap down red mana, given the board. I don't know. Maybe that sounds weak though. Like they gotta have mana. They have shown us no sign that they don't have red mana, and they have 3 cards in hand. Okay, I'm gonna empty our hand. I'm just gonna try to win. Instead of playing the God, tap down their red land and play... That is not a good line. That is not a good idea. That's like assuming they're not going to have red mana. They would just play Baral, and then what would happen? Then I have to tap out again, and then they can combo off on my turn eventually. Tapping down their red source didn't seem lovely in that moment. Especially since I didn't really have much else to do. Well, I guess I had the Silvergill Adept and the Lord. Oh crap, this could be a problem. See, they got a red source. Although if I tap down the red source this turn... Okay, how's this going to work out? Are we dead? Like, are we just dead? Yeah, what goes into the graveyard? I put the... So I put Past in Flames and... Oops! No! No, 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 no. I did not mean to do that. What the hell? I meant to put Desperate... They were stacked on top of each other. I meant to put Desperate Ritual, the Desperate Ritual and Pyretic Ritual into the graveyard. Anyway, that was stupid. That is a very unfortunate turn of events. Yeah, something... Well... Magic the Gathering... Like, when you're fetching, you gotta be careful. Yeah, I know I have to be careful. Yeah, ask opponent to spare me. Okay, what's very important about that Dockhand turn that you're talking about is that I didn't know we're up against Storm. That was not a certainty. So to hope that my opponent's up against... Like, I don't even know if that's even a good line against Storm. Maybe it was? I don't know. Maybe, I think our opponent's... He needs a third ritual to continue this turn. Well, I can't win this turn, right? What can I do? I don't know if I can do anything. Do I just lose? Slumdy Visions is not the only... Storm is not the only deck playing Slumdy Visions. Or Slumdy Vision. Yes, well, if I crack Waterlog Grove, it would help. If I crack and I find Force Negation, Suspend. What else is good? We have some options. Okay, so hold on. There's Force Negation. No, I don't have Suspend in the main. It's in the sideboard. Okay, I have Force Negation. I have... that's it? 3, 6, 8, 9, 10. Not enough. I'm assuming I just lose next turn, right? They just grape shot me to death. I'm just playing a few copies in the sideboard. I don't have Trickster in this deck. I have Master of Waves instead. Would be funny. Trickster would be better than Master of Waves in this exact spot. Okay, I drew a land, which means I'll attack with the Mutavault. I don't know if it means shit, but I will tap something down with Dockhand? I don't know. This looks so bad. I very much prefer winning the first game with against Storm. Storm on the play is lethal. I know there's so many Manamorphoses. Alright, whatever. I'll just concede. Okay, we're going to bring in Counterspell. We're going to bring in Cage. We'll bring in Relic. I don't think I'm going to bring in Suspend. I'll take out... Svyelun might be clunky. I'm going to take out Dockhand. It's sort of... Well, actually, I'll take out all the 1-drops. Kotra Cassus, I chose to play Svyelun, which is infinitely the strongest card in my deck. Like, why are we playing with Svyelun if we're not using it? So Kotra is asking me, you know, like, why are we playing Dockhand if we're not using it? I did use it. I stalled my opponent, and then I went to take the initiative on turn 3. I can't just keep locking my opponent's land down and slowing myself down for the rest of the game. Well, Chalice is not very good versus Storm anyway, so I don't mind that I don't have it here. Okay, Master of Waves is good in this matchup. I'll take out... I don't know if Svyelun is good in this matchup. I guess it is. We do get into these attrition wars. Maybe I should... no, I'm going to keep Glass Pullman because I do like to have as much mana as possible. I have 61 cards here, so I'll get rid of Reedry. I'll submit this. This hand is totally legit. It's going to be slow, but it'll be okay. I'm going to be patient. Counterspell is bad here if you don't have a 1-drop creature or vial opener. I disagree. Counterspell is a counterspell. Have I tried the other 1-mana drop? Which other one? There are no other ones. That's it. The 2 that they printed, I'm playing it in the deck. I decided both of them out, though. Simic Merfolk looking good? I don't know. Because so far, all the 5-0s reported are against decks that are not the best decks in Modern. Like, that's my concern. Every single time someone posts a 5-0, it's with... it's against a list that, like, doesn't really matter. It's like, I don't see like, Amulet Titan being published. I'm not seeing, what's it called? I'm not seeing, like, Amulet, Eldrazi-tron. I'm not seeing Heliod Company or Is It Prowess. So, like, when they play against those decks, they're losing. But then if they can dodge all those decks, they're winning. So that's my worry with all the 5-0s being published right now for Merfolk. And maybe we're advantaged because everyone's trying to play all sorts of weird stuff. And if Shardless Agent does get popular, that is good. Because, you know, that's more blue decks that are going to be in the metagame. How's the Port on a Creature doing? It was pretty crappy in the past, but I think it's doing okay right now. Yeah, just don't play it. Well, it's easy to dodge those decks in... it's easy to dodge decks in leagues, but it's not easy to dodge decks at, like, a Grand Prix or etc. You know what I mean? Okay, so... just do nothing. I might crack this Grove. F you. I wish there's some way to get rid of this Abrade. Hold on, maybe I should crack the Waterlog Grove first. Then if I find Force and Negation, I can force this. Well, Merfolk does have a good matchup against Shardless and the Rhino stuff. But the thing is, if I crack the Waterlog Grove, I could play Master of Waves next turn. Master of Waves is not bad very early on. Because I don't have any other interaction anyway. Okay, I'm just going to crack this. Because I can at least play like Reejery on my next turn. Okay, maybe we can have a good turn next turn. Maybe that's possible. Well, they have a dead turn here, but they only need one turn to combo off. Holy shit. What is this, Christmas? Just get to eat this Electromancer. Well, I wasn't expecting that. But I'll take it. Alright, let's tick this vial up. And we get Force Negation. Okay, let's get a Svyelun in play. Actually, we can just dump our hand, right? Okay, untap Vial, get Svyelun. And I'll put the Svyelun in now, because that will give everything Ward 1. Alright. That was a very welcome early Christmas present. That was so bold, too. I guess they were... and I had a Mutavault there. I mean, I could have just blocked with the Mutavault, too. What was up with that? How does Splice work? As you cast Arcane Spell, you may reveal this card. If you do, add this card's effect to that spell. So I'm just going to counter this, and they get nothing. there we go. We'll go to game 3. Well, I was not expecting the game go like that. That's for sure. Are you useful at all? I want to guess no. Svyelun is actually way better than we thought it was. I mean, I knew it was good, but it's actually just really ridiculously overpowering. You know what? Maybe I should have Tide Shaper in this deck. Because Tide Shaper is still a 2/2 for 1 mana. Because they're generally going to have an island, right? So maybe I could have squeezed that in over, say, Reedry or Silvergill Adept. Okay, this is a very, very risky hand. I'm going to keep it anyway. It's risky because, I mean, if they go a Braid on my turn. Yeah, this is the best worst hand. We get the Master of Waves out, though. It's going to be delicious. I haven't got to play with Svyelun because my opponent's Snap Concede when it hits the board. Nice. Oh, fuck. Well, I got to draw, like, cards. Can't protect our Vial, though. This is like Remand. Whatever, it's Remand, then it's Remand. I don't care. I guess it's good if it's Remand, because if it's Remand, then it's not a Braid on my Vial. And we keep drawing lands, which these are good lands, by the way. These are good lands. Master Waves just needs a single blue mana. They shocked themselves and did nothing. They shocked themselves and did absolutely nothing. Interesting line. Interesting line. Shocked themselves and did absolutely nothing. Okay, so if we can bait our opponent into blocking here. No block. Okay, I will play a Lord. Get that damage in. Well, we have 2 Force Negations. If we can draw an island, that'd be perfect. Alright, let's see the turn that they have. They can have a big turn. Could be GG if that's GG. It might be GG. Like, maybe they got Remand. Like, they were planning to play a Remand, but then, like, they had nothing good to Remand, so they didn't. Okay, so I'll force pitch the... Maybe I'll pitch a Master of Waves? Because if I draw a blue source, that would be great. I don't think I need 2 Master of Waves. And then, if nothing else, I can still pitch this counterspell to this Force Negation and hold on to this Master of Waves. Well, we don't win. Not yet. We can't deal anything close to lethal yet. If we draw a land, we can force them to chump block our Lord, which would not be too bad. Okay, I'll take this. This is awkward. Okay, I can tick it up. I can comfortably tick it up because if I draw, well, I guess it doesn't matter if I draw Reedry. Nothing changes. Another Master of Waves. We really wanted a land there, I guess. Land was the best. Land or Lord did not win. Okay, let's see if we can get them to chump block. Maybe, because if we have a Lord, if we have Reedry here, they're dead. Maybe they'll chump block our Lord of Atlantis. And that would be a good exchange. Ah. They saw through it. All right. Well, they can't shock if they have any more steam vents left in their deck. Should have fake tapped the vial. Alright, what can you do? Just don't have another gifts. Ah, shit. Can I survive? Okay, I'm going to be very careful here. I'm going to put the Manamorphose and the Past in Flames in their hand. I don't know if that's enough, though. They have another Manamorphose here. They have 2 mana up already. They don't really have a full graveyard. Maybe we can live. Like, the graveyard is sort of empty. There's not a lot. Well, I guess there's 2 rituals, I guess, in there. Well, let's see if we can get lucky. Yeah, we'll make them play it out. You know, Opt and Mystical Dispute is not exactly what you want in your graveyard in a situation. So if I give them Past in Flames, like if I give them Past in Flames and Manamorphose, they can have 3 mana available and then they're dead. Okay, I give you Past. Oh, what's going in the I have to choose what's going in the graveyard. Can I put those 2 cards in the graveyard? Okay, so I want Pyretic Ritual and Desperate Ritual in the graveyard. This is what I wanted to do in game 1. Okay, so they have 3 mana now. I mean, they could have just another ritual or a land, and I think I'm toast. Ugh. Am I dead? Okay, whatever. F6. I'm pretty sure I'm dead, but I'll force him to play it out. Damn it, we needed a land there. We needed that land. Put the pressure. Yeah, they just have too much mana now. Is Modern Horizons 2 legal in Modern yet? Yes. It is absolutely legal in Modern. I don't know what in the local game store, like for Paper Magic, I don't know if anything's legal until the set is officially released, but online it is. No payoff yet? Oh, they'll find a payoff. Storm count 10. Okay, how do we do this? Give you Grape Shot. Well, if I gotta put Grape Shot in the graveyard, I guess. And Manamorpho, so you don't draw another card. You go Past in Flames, just recycle everything in the graveyard, and I think that's it. Cool. What amounts of the 3 new Merfolk you're running? Huh? Oh, all. I'm 4 of each. Easy 4 of each. Okay, let's just concede. Hold on. Actually, 17. They can attack me for 2. Okay, let's just move on. We have better things to do. Okay, so this is not the... I definitely let some stuff slip away. Like, maybe I would have lost game 1 as well. But I definitely could have done better in game 1. And I definitely screwed up the game against the, what's it called? The shardless deck. For the most part, okay, well, actually, Rishadan Dockhand actually did something in this league. It actually was pretty good. It ended up working out the way it was supposed to on paper. So am I really scrapping this? I sort of want to play Curse Catcher. Like, I think Curse Catcher might be better positioned than Dockhand, because Curse Catcher can... I think Curse Catcher is better. Even against the Shardless deck, it would have been better. Against Living End, it's better. Do I intend to use 8 Cs? If I have time today, and I will try to grind as many games as I can, we'll try 8. What do you mean 8 Cs? We'll play 12 Cs. 12 Cs. Rishadan Dockhand, Tide Shaper, Spreading Seas, everything. So it actually wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. And maybe the Curse Catcher doesn't require mana to use. That's true, too. That's what I like most about it. This thing soaks up my mana, which sucks. So... Suspend was better than I thought. I like the idea of being able to exile my own creature. So maybe we're going to keep it for a while. I don't like the idea of interacting with my opponent's cards, but maybe it's better than I think. It was way better than I think. This might be the only deck where I want to like exile my Merfolk in response to removal, because it's better. It's quite useful to me. It's going to come back pretty soon with Suspend 2, especially if I used it on my opponent's turn. So I'll give Suspend a few more tries in the future. Maybe I'll play it in my Simic version. Okay, so we're gonna play another league. We're gonna play another league for everyone watching live, but for everyone on YouTube, that's gonna be it for today. So we're gonna thank everyone for supporting the channel. We're also gonna thank our sponsors, Fusion Gaming Online and Mana Traders. This has been Nikachu playing with the new Modern Horizons 2 cards in Modern.